Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSave TV. My name is Mike and today I would like to present to you League of Legends Team Builder, a new feature that has been, passed into beta stages, and I've played about 10 games in Team Builder and I'm ready to formulate my opinion on it. Alright, so in order to access Team Builder, you're going to go, like eventually when it's fully released, right now it's in beta, and they go like region by region by region, they allow people to play it. So the way it works is you go to PvP Classic Summoner's Rift and you go to Team Builder, right? And what you do is you either select solo or party. Now if you select solo, you're going to be elected as a free agent, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to select a champion, right? On this account I don't have too many champions, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to select Draven.
League of Draven.
Because Draven is awesome. Then you press next and you select the skin, right? I also don't have skin because I'm a bum. Now, once you've selected the skin, you're gonna press done, right? After that, you're gonna select your position and your role. After you've done that, you're going to select your runes, your masteries, such and such. Now, spells, runes, and masteries you can change dynamically as you're being searched for. But what you're going to be doing is you... Very long. Top lane Assassin Draven is not particularly popular, I guess. Now, you can select all kinds of stuff, okay? Okay. What? Why is support very long? Okay. Point is, you're going to select all these things and you're going to say find group. Once you've done that, you can go about your own business, just do stuff, select runes, masteries, such and such, right? And the invitation will come to you. Now, once the invitation comes to you, you're going to say join the group or quit. If you say join the group, you're cool, you're in a group, right? You're going to see the group in which we have jungle mage, the top guy is the leader of the group, right? And we have a mid laner mage, we have top lane fighter, we have bot lane marksman, and we're waiting for a bottom lane any role, which would be a support, right? Now, what it does is basically it streamlines the access, the search, and such, and it's really, really cool. Now, let me show it to you from the perspective of the creation of the game. We're gonna quit it. Alistair, I sure as hell don't want to play with Alistair. Right, then you go to play. You go to Classic Summoning Rift, Team Builder, Party, right? And now that is the way you create your own party, right? I'm going to select my own role. I'm going to select, say, Tristana.
I want to shoot something.
Select the skin, and I'm done with that. I select the position bottom lane. Notice how I appear there. I can select mid lane, I can select top lane, I can select jungle, whatever I want, right? From 4 positions, I'm going to bot lane, select the marksman, select all my stuff, I don't have to, and now I press find solo players. Before I find solo players, I can also invite some of my friends into the game, right? When I do that, these friends choose to accept or not accept. Once they are entered, this can only be done, like, once they're entered, they're in the game, right? This can only be done before you start searching for solo players. Once you start searching for solo players, you can no longer add your own friends, which is kind of weird, and I wish it wasn't like that. It's kind of annoying. Now, if I press find players, now that's where it's getting really, really juicy, the cool part of this thing. We're going to set the classic meta, right? Let's go to top lane, mid lane, jungle, and bottom lane. As you can see, I have dual bot lane, top laner, jungler, and a mid laner. Now, you don't have to leave it, you don't have to do anything else, you're done, this is the classical meta. You can press search, and you're slowly going to find different people. Alternatively, you can set additional criteria. For instance, top lane, who do I want? Assassin, fighter, mage, marksman, support, or tank, right? Let's say I want a tank. Cool. Mid laner, who do I want? I want an assassin. For jungle, who do I want? A fighter. Cool. For bottom lane, who do I want? Whoops, excuse me. Assassin, fighter, mage, whatever. Let's say I want a mage, like Orianna or some shit. Assassin, like LeBlanc or something. Marksman, like another, Draven or something. Because everybody knows the best support is Draven, alright? Let's set support. Now I press search. If I press search, I'm going to be able to find the specific players in the specific roles that I want to have. Additionally, you can be an asshole and do something like that. Go to mid lane. Oh, yeah, the classical 2-1-2-0 meta, right? Which works exceptionally well in pre-30. Yeah, so there's a lot of freedom, but I feel like, I don't even know honestly, this freedom, it's... The problem with the system at the moment is incredibly long waiting queues, especially if you're not playing something that is not a support, okay? And the mismatched games. Let me just demonstrate. Some of the games I played today were retarded, like this one, for instance. This was a normal game against human opponents, 33-7, okay? They were bottom bronze, and some of them were not even third. I think they were all bronze or unranked, right? So that's not really a fair game, you know. As I started winning more and more, my score started reducing because people stopped charging at me with pitchforks. And yes, but the point is that unless it's becoming balanced in terms of MMR and actually going to be exciting to play, this is not particularly good system. At the moment, it works like an alternative to 5v5, okay? Which is cool and all, but I feel like this particular system is better than the classical blind pick. But in order for it to be truly, truly better than the blind pick, it has to be balanced and the waiting queues shouldn't be so long. Me, for instance, I would be willing to have something like that. I would go to the team builder, join solo, and I would select two champions. I would select Draven,
Welcome
right?
to the League of
Select the Draven, right? And as an alternative, I would select something like Blitzcrank or Thresh or Ani, right? I played some Ani recently, and go as a bottom lane support, okay? So that my waiting queues are not as long. For me, the bottom lane player, it doesn't matter for me if I play an AD carry or support. I prefer AD carry, but if the waiting queue is too long, I can play support. Point is, the idea is that I'd like the waiting queues to be really short, okay? And this was the main problem that everyone had when people said, oh, there's gonna be, you know, role search, you know, you're gonna select, you know, mid laner and you're gonna search for a game. Everyone wants to be a solo laner, okay? Everyone wants to be a mid laner, top laner, whatever. From the bot lane, most people want to be an AD carry, if they want to play a bot lane. In other words, almost nobody wants to play support, and dedicated professional supports are very few. In other words, if it's going to continue like that, the waiting queues are going to be 15 years, and there's nothing that we will be able to do about it. And that's just not the way to go. I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed this video and my commentary, do not forget to put a like on this video and favorite it. Come back for more later, and may your road always lead you to warm sands. Goodbye.